Hello, this is Alex Babitsky with SEAK. I am the manager for SEAK's Expert Witness Directory and one of the owners of SEAK. The purpose of this quick video is to show you how to get the most out of your listing on our SEAKexperts.com directory and website. We're just going to cover 10 quick tips for you today. Tip number one, before I get started with that, just want to quickly show you our directory. This is the home page for the directory here. Attorneys can go into the site. There's no login or anything needed for the lawyers. It's open to everyone. So they can type in a specific keyword in the keyword box here. They can also choose one of the general specialty categories that we have in this drop-down, and they can also search by state. Okay, so let's get started. The first tip we want to talk about is uploading and using a professional photograph in the listing. Attorneys do like to see who they're dealing with and what the experts look like. Make sure the headshot and photograph is professional. We don't recommend using selfies or casual photographs or anything like that. If you don't have a professionally done photograph, I would suggest that you go to a photographer and have one done. May cost a few $100s to sit down with a photographer and get that photograph for you. However, you can use it for a variety of different purposes and on your own website and for other marketing that you're doing as well. The second tip is uploading your CV. I would upload your resume and CV to our directory. This allows counsel instant access to your complete qualifications. Attorneys are often under time pressure to locate and find an expert, so including your CV in your listing eliminates the step of counsel having to request it from you, and also gives you a competitive advantage over those experts that may not have a CV uploaded. Number 3 in today's short video is you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the additional information section in the listing. This information appears in the online directory only and not in the printed book, but you can place currently up to 2,000 characters in this section, which is usually about 2 or 3 paragraphs. And the search words, the terms in that paragraph are also used for the search function on our website. So if you have something included in this section here, it will be brought up if someone types it into the search function on our site. Information you want to include in this section could include things such as teaching experience, publications, licenses, awards, certifications, specialized training, specialized experience, expert witness experience, and items such as that. The fourth item we're going to talk about, and maybe the most important, is the specialty focus section and keywords within your listing. So in the SEAK Expert Witness Directory, you are indexed and found under 2 different areas. So the first is your general specialty areas, which you can have 2, and then you're also indexed and found under the terms that you include in the specialty focus section. The general specialty areas tend to be a broader general category, and the specialty focus section, or the keyword section, is where you can be much more specific and include information, subspecialties and niches and things such as that. So this particular expert here, his general categories are the slip, trip, and fall and safety. And then he gets much more specific in his keyword section. As you can see here, he has OSHA, he has aerial boom scissor lift, he has amputations, crush, work zone, sidewalk, EMT, flagger. So when an attorney goes to our website and types in scissor lift, this expert will be found, and it will work the same way in the printed directory. In the index to the printed book, you're found by the index, which is a very lengthy, detailed, comprehensive alphabetized index of these terms. So you want to include terms in this section here that an attorney is going to look for someone with your qualifications. So yes, this expert will be found in the index and online if someone types in OSHA or STEP or EMT or forklift. So this section here is critical to how you're going to be found. We often look at the terms in your qualifications as a bullseye, like in archery. These terms are not going to be, everything that you could possibly opine on. It's meant to be the sort of the center of the bullseye and the types of cases that you are actually targeting. So not everything that you could testify about, but instead the types of cases that you're actually looking for. And there is a difference there. Things that you don't want to include in this section are terms such as Ivy League graduate or experienced expert witness. Those, while all are impressive, it's not something that anyone is going to search for. So this expert here in particular did a nice job in going after the terms that an attorney may use to locate someone with his experience. Number 5, also important, is including a cell phone in your listing. The attorneys are looking to, when they have a case and they're looking to speak with an expert, they're looking to get in contact with that expert fairly quickly. So having a cell phone in your listing makes you more accessible to the lawyer and more likely to get a phone call and be available to that expert, to that attorney there. Consider number 6 in our listing here is consider a featured listing. Let me show you those here. All right. So in our online directory, this is an upgrade. We have featured listings, as you can see here to the left of the search function. So the way that these work is experts can purchase it's an upgrade, so they purchase a particular keyword or category or specialty area. So these 4 experts here have purchased accounting as their featured term. And when a search is done for this specific term, they appear at the top of the page, and these featured listings also appear for every state for this particular search. These are very popular, and we have a 97% renewal rate on these. They've worked extremely well for the experts that have done them. The number of featured listings per category are limited, and they also are done on a first-come basis. The 7th thing that we're going to talk about today is proofing your listing and proofreading your listing. We often see listings that have typographical errors, simple misspellings, which can make the expert appear a little sloppy. Those things are typically easily remedied by you proofreading it and also maybe having someone else proofread it as well. Especially important in phone numbers, email addresses, website addresses, and things like that. I saw an expert the other day who had a small typographical error in his website, which made his website not work because he misspelled it. And so when we typed it in and clicked on it, it wasn't working. But luckily, we caught that and took care of that for that particular expert. The 8th thing that we're going to discuss today is multiple state listings. If you have offices in multiple states, you may want to consider a listing in those additional states as well. Oftentimes, counsel, for various reasons, would prefer a local expert. So an extra state listing can give you a competitive advantage there as well. Each extra state is offered at a 50% discount of the cost of the regular listing and can be a good investment. We have some experts that have offices very close to a state line, and so they take an additional state in that other state. We have experts that have offices in multiple states. in the Northeast, and then in the wintertime they head down to Florida. And so those experts, and you can see that here, this expert has the additional state of New York, even though he is from Massachusetts. Number 9, keep your listing accurate and up to date. Be sure to review it at least once a year to make sure everything is current. If you move or change contact information, cell phone, fax numbers, phone numbers, email addresses, all those things can change. You want to make sure that they are up to date and accurate. And the same goes for your information, such as years in practice. If you use an absolute number, let's say that you used, instead of 30 plus, you use 30. Well, that's going to be out of date in less than a year. So sometimes you may want to use something like 30 plus. That way you don't have to update it every 12 months. And same thing is true here in this particular field where you have the number of times deposed or testified in the past 4 years. This number is always changing as you've been deposed or testified or as the time has gone on. So you just want to make sure that the information is current and up to date. Number 10 is something that gets overlooked oftentimes is tracking your referrals. When contacted by an attorney, you should ask them how they found you. You may often get a vague answer, such as online, or the internet, or the web, or they don't remember, or the paralegal found it. But it is best practice to follow up by specifically asking whether they found, whether referring to the SEAK directory or another directory, or how they actually located you. That is the only way to really determine what marketing channel is working for you and what is not. Sometimes they may not know, but it is in your best interest to push them a little bit and see if you can determine how they found your information. I hope you found these 10 tips to get the most out of your SEAK Expert Witness directory listing to be helpful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to give me a call. My direct line is 508-457-5150, 508-457-5150, or feel free to shoot me an email at alex@seak.com. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day.